Hello and welcome to World of Conan. Today we'll talk about Conan the Destroyer comic book adaptation. I'll show all the pages in just a second inside this, so if you wanted to see what it all looks like, I'll show them. So to get right into it, quick thoughts and like a mini review right up front. It's only for die-hard Conan fans. It's not a must-own. It's pretty basic. The art is good, but it's by John Buscema, whom I better know, doing the Savage Sword of Conan, and adapted by Michael Fleisher. So yeah, like a mini review, I'd say if you're a fan of the movie and you want the comic adaptation of it, then get this. The book starts with Conan getting attacked and the knights trying to capture Conan and Malak the thief at the altar of Valeria, Conan's dead love from the last movie. The Queen Taramis of Shadizar then stops the battle and reveals herself and asks for Conan's help. Conan initially refuses, but she uses her powers to divine what is his heart's desire, and that is to get Valeria back. So Taramis promises to resurrect Valeria if Conan does what the Queen wants him to do. The Queen has a niece, Jenna, whom Conan needs to travel with to acquire two artifacts, the Heart of Ahriman and the Golden Horn. Jenna is the only one who can touch the heart, for she has a birthmark that a prophecy foretold and is a virgin. So they set on the quest and they meet Akira the wizard, Conan's friend, and Zula, a warrior woman whom both join the quest. The Heart of Ahriman is guarded by the evil wizard Thoth Amon in a castle. There Conan battles the wizard and gets the heart. Then they acquire the Golden Horn that resides in a jade temple. On the way back, Bombata betrays Conan and leaves with Jenna and brings her to Taramis to be sacrificed to Dagoth, the dreaming god, so that he will live. Conan and company then storm the palace and just in time stops the sacrifice of Jenna, but Dagoth has already awakened as a terrible beast from hell, whom Conan then fights and defeats. At the end, Jenna is queen, for Taramis died by Dagoth's hand, and Jenna then offers Conan to rule beside her, but he chooses to become king by his own hand at his own time. And if you like the movie and otherwise you like behind the scenes stuff of movies, this is a really good actually book to get, because it has behind the scenes stuff, and it's got a lot of interviews of Arnold Schwarzenegger, Richard Fleischer, the director, and of Grace Jones and Wilt Chamberlain, and of the guy who does the makeup, Gianetto De Rossi. It's cool stuff, and yeah, and Vic Armstrong, I think he was the stunt coordinator, and some good bits in there about that. So if you like that kind of stuff, it's cool cool to get this, definitely. I liked it just fine. Like I said in another video, the art for me seems kinda unfocused because I'm used to John Buscema's work in The Savage Sword of Conan. Though I like it fine, it's not bad. It's just less detailed. But still good. It seems a bit the story. And the problem with the movie was as well is it seemed kind of dumbed down the story and the writing on it, and that's why I gathered from the behind the scenes stuff as well. It was quite changed by the producers, and yeah, it's not as detailed of a story than say like a Savage Sword of Conan story usually is, and kind of lacks more detail, but it's definitely like the lesser comic stories. They're not that much detailed than this. They're pretty much the same actually. I guess a bit more, but yeah. Also, one thing that is comics, the look of Conan, is actually, it's one thing that I've thought before, is the Frazetta Conan depiction, and in this depiction of Conan, he really looks kind of like a Native American, which I think is cool. But I've always gotten that kind of vibe from the Frazetta paintings and Savage Sword of Conan and all that. Like kind of that vibe from time to time. Well, which makes kind of sense because Robert E. Howard is from Texas, and he grew up in the early 1900s, so it makes sense. He heard a lot of stories about Indians and people who actually dealt more closely with Indians probably, and yeah, so I think that's definitely been an influence on Howard, so that's cool. And not much to say. Some couple behind the scenes stuff. For example, interview with Richard Fleisher says he wanted Conan's body to be more visible in the movie, and he wanted to be more defined than on the first movie. Stuff like that, and the director was chosen because he had done the movie The Vikings in 1958, which I've seen. It's a really good movie actually. One of the best Viking movies actually. Maybe even the best one. Now that I think about it. Don't know if there's that many other Viking movies anyway. But it's definitely up there, so I suggest to check it. It's definitely good. Yeah, that's my review of Conan the Destroyer comic book adaptation of the movie of the same name. And so that's all, guys. Hope to see you on the next video. Hail Conan.